Hello, and welcome to our 1111 portal opening and activation. This is meant to help you to align yourself with the energy of the 1111 portal and also to help you to understand what the portal means for us as a collective, and from that perhaps to discern what it means for you personally. You'll notice that I've drawn 5 cards, and they're talking points. They're to represent talking points. We'll see how that plays out. I was actually guided to create a sort of an outline for this video, and yet I've learned that how things begin isn't necessarily how things end up. So we'll go with the flow as needed. First, before we begin, I would ask you to center yourself. I would ask you to please be certain that you have some quiet time as we'll be walking through a visualization. I would ask you to be certain that you are grounded. And if you aren't sure how to ground yourself, I can walk you through that pretty quickly here by asking you to envision your soles of your feet having roots growing from them, descending into earth, and descending all the way to Earth's core, all the way to the beautiful crystalline center of Earth, permitting those roots to engage with that core energy and asking that energy to run through those roots all the way up to the soles of your feet, entering the soles of your feet, and asking that energy to flow from your feet all the way up through your legs, into your hips, through your torso, up through your chest, into your shoulders, down your arms and into your hands, through your neck, up into your head, and from there, engaging with the energy of your crown chakra. Perhaps you'll notice some warmth, some tingling. Perhaps you'll feel lightheaded. And on the other hand, perhaps you'll feel very focused, very strong. Perhaps a combination. There's no right or wrong here. Everybody's perspective, everybody's perception of grounding is different. Just know that you are grounded. Know that you are safe and prepared to walk through the visualization to come. Okay? All right. Oh boy. The energy is really something today. Between the energy of the 1111 portal, which I navigated myself earlier today, and the energy of the wind that is blowing through New Hampshire today, bringing a cold front with it, and yet also feels like it's completing a colossal clearing out that's been happening all week long. It's really something. So, and that brings up perhaps our first talking point. So I'll flip over our first card. This card has come up so much this month so far. It came up in the November reading that I posted the beginning of the month. It came up in my What's Up Wednesday card choice that I offer through my Facebook, my personal Facebook as it happens. You're welcome to friend me if you'd like. And what I love about this is so funny that this is supposed to be perhaps in alignment with the clearing out. The one thing that I can see in the card that makes sense to me around that is the water, the action of the water as it pours around this very jovial, almost Buddha-like figure. He isn't Buddha, and yet certainly similar. And just noticing how the water washes around him and cleans his feet. Look how it's cleaning his feet. And consider that action. It's actually reminding me that I described this week's energy, and actually the energy since the full moon, as being very much like a carpet cleaner. So think about the action of a carpet cleaner. How it injects water into the carpet to force debris to the surface, where it's then sucked into the machine. And what happens to it then? It's deposited into a container that's typically clear, so you can actually see all the gunk that's been pulled out of the carpet. And that's the kind of clearing and cleaning that's been happening for a lot of us. Stuff that we have held at bay, stuff we've pushed under the rug, is being forced to the surface for us to see and clean up, ready or not. And it's been, for some people, very uncomfortable. The wonderful thing is, and I'm looking at this card and the jovial face of this figure. I don't know, you can tell he's a type of energy that is extremely present. He doesn't have anything baggage-wise holding him down and keeping him from enjoying life. And that's the wonderful result of this cleaning out. That's what it's been preparing us for. Okay? So, great first card. And then, this card is for the energies of the portal, the actual way that the energies of the portal are working for us. And they're working to create change. They are working to transform. They are working to evolve. They are working to transcend. And one thing that I noticed today, and I've written a blog post too that this video will be embedded into, is that there was what you could call a great reorganization for the spiritual and physical aspects of the human life. And this was of necessity. This is of necessity. And for those who choose to walk through the portal, there will be a great transformation. And although for some it may be subtle, for others it will be quite extreme. And there is no right or wrong way for the energies to work with each person. They will work for the benefit of each person and will transpire in the way that is best in each person. Yeah, by the way, that was my guides took over. Or my guides? Yeah, it was my guides. I've been working with Metatron today, so I wasn't sure if that was he, but that was my guides. So yes, The thing is, let me see if I'm supposed to mention this now. Yeah, that reconfiguration, that transformation of the spiritual and cellular aspects of it is very much in alignment with soul energy. And soul energy is an important part of this portal. Soul energy is a new healing energy, new to us, healing energy that works in conjunction with our soul's light, with the source of all we are and all we have been, which means that it works with past life energies, future life energies, multidimensional energies. There's no limitations here as far as how the energy can conduct itself, which is I'm finding it even more beneficial than Reiki because of that purpose. Reiki is a very gorgeous energy. It's one that I've been working with since 2009, and yet this is, I just heard a step above, and it's something I would hesitate to say if I were not prompted to say that, because I don't believe in a hierarchy that way. Or I would prefer there not be a hierarchy that way. And yet I'll also tell you that my guides had me conduct an energy reading of the energy of soul energy in comparison to Reiki energy. And it's kind of startling what the difference is. With Reiki energy, my pendulum makes a lovely circle. It's a strong circle, not a huge circle, but quite strong, very deliberate. It feels very purposeful. And then when I asked it to show me how soul energy is, rather than making a continuous circle, it went into making these oblong circles. They're extremely narrow ovals, and making them in a way that I just heard atomic symbol as an example. So think of an atomic symbol, but then there were more quote unquote petals. So either star-like or flower-like in some ways. Fascinating. And actually I said to a friend that it reminds me of a spirograph. The way it was working reminds me of a spirograph, and I'm asking if I'm supposed to show you that now with my pendulum, and I'm getting a no, and mostly that's because the way that I have my phone set up would not permit me enough room to let the pendulum do what it needs to. So perhaps I'll dedicate another video to that and reconfigure my tripod so I can actually make space for that. So yes, this beautiful card, and you know, visually speaking, consider what this card feels like to you. Consider how it sounds to you. Consider what else it looks like to you. And that will help you to hone in on the more specific aspects of soul energy and the portal energy, you know, what it means for you specifically. Okay? Oh boy. I'm going to keep on saying that. I have a feeling you're going to be hearing a lot of oh boy, because the energy is something. So our next card is for talking about 5D energy. So what's 5D? The fifth dimension. And if you're a person who is aware of the changing energies, you know that the way that we are in a very human way here on Earth is considered 3D. And with the 1111 portal and with soul energy, we are working with 5D energy. So you might wonder what happened to 4D. My understanding is that 4D is specific to the astral plane. So when we think of the astral plane, we think of perhaps astral projection. And what is astral projection? It's our soul engaging with other realms while our human body and mind are at rest. And when my guides say at rest, they are showing me someone lying down, and yet their definition, general definition of being at rest is being void of ego. Or, as was said to me last week when I had a meet up with some friends about soul energy, empty head, open heart. So that's a definition of resting as well. Okay? So what does the world mean? The world card mean in terms of 5D energy? And the world in tarot is indicative of some sort of accomplishment, some level of achievement. It is perhaps something that could be attributed to something at the very earthly level. So, for example, I don't know, it could be that it could show up if someone is graduating, let's say, or getting married, or there's an impending birth or something of that nature. It's possible that this could be a way of looking at an achievement. In this instance, the achievement is evolution. The achievement is transcending. The achievement is acknowledging and accepting these new energies and putting them to work for us, for ourselves, and also for the world. So that's pretty beautiful. And so that's 5D energies in terms of the world indicates that there has been a transcendence of the 3D energy which limits. There is now more ability to move within the 5-dimensional energies and permit them to permeate the human world. Yeah, and that's something that came up, although 5D wasn't mentioned specifically in the blog post I wrote. The fact that through this portal, our intuitive abilities can be magnified, strengthened, supersized. That would be a way of, that's an achievement. And that's to do with the 5D energies. Okay? So, what's next here? Card number 4. We're moving right along. So, with this card, there is an urging for you to reflect upon what has been and to permit it to be no more than a reflection, and then to permit it to flow away. As in the opening of the portal, there will be no possibility of bringing what was with you. There is only what is. That was my guides again. So yes, you know, there's such a beauty in this card. And there's also there's some sorrow here. There's definitely a reflection in the sense of perhaps feeling like we're missing something, perhaps uh, thinking of what was, what might have been, those what ifs, those wonder ifs. And it's fine to acknowledge them. It's being encouraged. However, it's being encouraged in a way that this is your last time to do this. This is your last time to look back. From now on, it's only being in the present, where you are, in whatever point in time you are, whatever day you are, wherever you find yourself standing, sitting. There is no more past. There is only now, the present. Okay? And then our fifth card the Justice card. The Justice card. The card of the Libra. Definitely my card. The 11, which is my life path number. Very, very Libra. And what is justice about? Truth. And understanding the need for the balance. Understanding the need for being present, understanding the need for dropping the sword. Yeah. No swords allowed through the portal. No guns allowed through the portal. No war allowed through the portal. There's no justice in war. There's no justice in swords as weapons. There's no justice in guns as weapons. And that feels like such a strong statement, and that's the way it's being delivered to me. There's a reason that this woman is depicted as some form of an angel. And it feels like, in some ways, that she's representing Archangel Michael and also the essence of Mary. So that's what a combination. Archangel Michael and Mother Mary. And Archangel Michael is oftentimes looked at as a warrior. He isn't a warrior. He's a protector. There's such a big difference. So, be aware that this new way of being, once you are entering and through this portal, will both invite and perhaps require that you, quote unquote, lay down your sword. That you stop fighting. And that doesn't mean that you stop taking action that's necessary. It doesn't mean that you stop standing up for what is best for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for the world. It means that you don't attack with that. It means that you don't take down other people in the process. It means finding a way to do it in a passionately peaceful way. Wow. I love that. Passionately peaceful. Okay. Anything else about this card? I don't think so. So our next step is the actual activation. And what's the activation? The activation is opening the portal in a way that is meaningful to you, and then having you walk through it. So why don't you make sure that you're sitting comfortably. If you are driving, please stop this video and wait until you're no longer driving. Okay? So if you are sitting safely in a chair that isn't moving, at least that you're not making move, I'll invite you to close your eyes. Focus your attention on your breath entering through your nose, filling your lungs, exiting your mouth. If you're congested and you need to breathe in through your mouth, that's completely fine. Let's do that again. Breathe in through your nose if you can. Notice your breath filling your lungs as much as possible. And then release through your mouth. Bring your awareness to your heart center, your heart chakra. Permit your heart chakra to move in a way that is in alignment with the energies of the portal. And notice that there may be a sensation of engagement through the digestive system as we are working with an energy that is in alignment with your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest system. This will be normal. Put your hand over your heart center. And have your hand fill with the energy of your chakra. Notice Ellen's hand extends further as more energy engages with the chakra, filling the hand more and more. When there is a feeling of completion, permit yourself to visualize the portal. What color do you see? What do you feel? And in this moment, as you are envisioning the portal, bring the portal to you. Then, as the portal is in the way of coordinating with your energy field, allow yourself to move through the portal. Notice the portal closes behind you. Where are you? What do you feel? What do you hear? What do you see? What do you taste? Smell? Is there a voice, a sound? Permit yourself to bathe in this energy. Permit this energy to fully engulf you, fill you, heal you, clear you. We are complete. Bring your attention to your breath. Breathe in. Fill your lungs. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Wow. So, really no bells and whistles here, right? And that's because there was so much preparation done ahead of time. There was truly no need to do more than call in that portal as a way of saying that you are ready, and then take the step of moving through it actively, consciously, intentionally, and not just moving through it, noticing everything about it. When you are finished with this video, there is a request that you will be gentle with yourself. Make sure that you drink plenty of water. Notice what you might be feeling you need for food. Notice that you may need extra time for resting, that you may find that you need some quiet. You may find that the TV or the radio or Facebook, Twitter, whatever is just temporarily too much for you. And that's because of the energies working through you. And it will take approximately 5 days for the energy to fully integrate with your system. And then there will be for you the invitation to notice how your intuitive abilities will develop, what you will find that is pleasing for you, what is no longer pleasing for you, who is pleasing for you, who is no longer pleasing for you, and be patient with this. There is the part of the evolution that strips away other aspects of your life, and this is also part of the process. This is also necessary. This will assist you as you are in development of your fifth dimensional reality within the framework of Earth that is third dimensional. Be patient. Be gentle. We hope that you have benefited from engaging with the 1111 portal. We hope that you find benefit in these new energies. And if you have questions, you may put them in the comments, and Ellen will respond to them. And we notice for some of you that you may wish to work with Ellen individually, in which case there is the ability to do so through her website as it is listed in the information for this video, and that is accessible from the link in her channel. And with this, we bid you well. We bid you all love. We bid you peace. Wow, gosh. Thank you so much, everybody who's watching this. And thank you to my guides very much for, doing all that business for me and taking us through the portal. And that completes this video. Blessings.